Hello and welcome to a new episode of an adventure in Infdev Plus. So I have done some work in between the episodes. So I have made a farm for the bloodvein beads and also farms for the wax bulbs over there and over there. I've also made an egg farm with some chickens, a chicken mick. I've had some before, but they died in an explosion. So a creeper exploded. Feed them, they started trampling my crops, so I killed them. It's basically the same as I did the explosion. Anyway, as I said in the previous episode, in this episode I would like to conquer some of the overworld dungeons. However, before that I would like to visit the Astral dimension, and the reason for that is because I can get the ingredients for the invisibility potion there, since that will make conquering the dungeons easier. For that I've grabbed the Lich armor, which I made by scrapping some of the duplicate parts that I had. This will protect me from the freezing effect that the wisps give. Also brought some iron for trading. So let's get right in. I don't plan to spend too much time in here. Just going to try to kill some wisps. Here is one. Now that I'm somewhat ready for exploration, first place that I'm going to go to is the Lich castles that I've found, because from what I know, the Lich castles currently generate sort of in groups, which means that there's one that there is usually two of them, so I'm gonna look around to see if there's a third one actually. And conquer it, of course. And if I don't find any, then I'm gonna go find other dungeons and other biomes. And it seems that what I said is true, because I managed to find the third Lich castle in this tundra. Or that one seems to be sort of weirdly generated. A part of the towers on the left side seem to be missing. It probably didn't get. It's probably that only sort of part of it was loaded when it was generating. Oh, right. I must have left the chunks while it was generating, so it didn't get to generate properly. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly go back home because I realized that I've accidentally grabbed the output teleporter instead of the input teleporter. So I'm quickly gonna take that back and conquer the dungeon and then continue exploring. However, I'm gonna conquer the dungeon off camera since I've already done it twice before. So I have changed my mind and decided that I'm going to record the fight since there are 3 Lich Kings, as you can see, for some reason, and I also want to see if using invisibility will help me during the fight, since I'm hoping that if I have invisibility then the minions won't attack me. Anyway, to prepare for the fight. seems like the strategy is working because the other minions are attacking me. They might soon, so I'm gonna get rid of them. Wonder where the last Lich King went. Maybe a bit up. There it is. For some reason it's in the last floor. Not sure how that happened, must be a bug. Maybe due to how the castle generated. Anyway, we got the free keys. So I'm gonna unlock the chest and yeah, as you can see the strategy has worked. For some reason it generated the same things 3 times. Anyway, I'll return home, I'll take the stuff home and then continue exploring. Second thing I'm going to do is to explore the labyrinth which I found in the last episode. Having the invisibility potions should make it easier. Here it is. Of course I'm gonna do it off camera. Anyway, the labyrinth didn't have much to offer, so now I'm going to start exploring. I'm going to head north, just in that direction, since I came from south. Well, my house is in southerly direction, so I'm gonna go north in the opposite direction to where I haven't explored yet. And seems like there is a village where one of the houses hasn't generated properly, and it was kind of close to the first planesbound that I found. Too bad I haven't found it in the first episode. Anyway, I'm gonna check if there's anything interesting, but I don't think I can find anything oddly useful here, since I've got a lot of the basically I don't think there will be anything all that useful for me, but I'm still gonna take it anyway. While exploring, I have managed to find a Lich castle which I have conquered. I've also experienced a bad side event, but thanks to my race and stats I didn't take any damage. I have also discovered a shipwreck underwater and some underground ruins, both of which I've explored. I've explored those underwater ruins by using sponges which I got from smelting corals. brushed up a bunch of suspicious dirt while having the luck effect, because if I recall correctly, it boosts my loot. So, I have found a slime lair, which you can tell by the boss bar, which occasionally appears at the top of the screen. So I've made some preparations to fight it. As you know, slimes split into pieces when they are killed. So I've decided to take some items, weapons, which will help me with crowd control somewhat. I've got crossbow with some exposed bolts, a lighter to light multiple enemies on fire, instant harming potions and poison potions, poison splash potions. I'm gonna use them against them once I find them. But first I need to grab myself some a hoe and some ropes, since I can't break the moss block otherwise. And here is the chamber. So I think I'm gonna use the rope blocks, the rope to go down so that I don't take fall damage. Anyway, I've placed down the ropes and went to quickly grab myself a strength potion. I'm gonna drink that along with a night vision potion to see better and start the fight. I think there might be a second slime boss, or okay, not sure what happened, but anyway, I need to be more careful. And here's the key. So now I'm gonna just find the locked chest. Anyway, we've got some bronze armor, wine whip with sweeping edge and Victor's grace. Should be useful in the future. Anyway, I'm now going to return home, put these items away, and then continue exploring. Anyway, before I continue exploring further, I wanted to say that some of the things that I've taken might have been a good choice. For example, the lighter, since while fighting I've realized that it's probably too dangerous, since I could set myself on fire. But thankfully I wouldn't destroy the key using that, since the key is immune to fire and lava. And also the explosive bolts might have been good since I could have destroyed the key. But I feel like the splash potions were good, at least while I was standing on the pillar. Anyway, I'm now in a desert, so I'm gonna brush up some suspicious sand to get some more stuff and also try to find a pyramid to conquer. So, it has taken me a while, however I have finally managed to find a pyramid to conquer. I've actually had to travel quite a bit since I didn't find it in the first desert that I've shown. Instead I had to travel quite a bit to a different one, and while doing that I also found a stronghold and a Lich castle, which I've conquered off camera, but that isn't that important. Now it's important to conquer the pyramid, and for it I've made some preparations, so resistance, strength, invisibility, and I'm gonna storm the place, light it up so that no mobs spawn, and then I'm gonna go upstairs. Okay, seems like some of them saw me. Not sure how did that happen. Anyway, now that the place is lit up, I'm gonna go upstairs and find the barrel. Something strange. Yeah, I think it's above me. It's below me. I couldn't find it, didn't know where it was, but now I know. And now we've got the key, so we can go upstairs. That was quite quick. Way easier than the Lich castle. And we got some golden girls, lucky coin, this will be useful when mining, and 2 staffs, I might use them when fighting. Grab these gem blocks. I'll also grab the stuff from the vases. And last but not least, I'm going to dig here, because there is a hidden room underground, as you can see, which I'm gonna loot. Got some horse armor, some copper, nothing interesting, and emeralds. So that's that for the pyramid. It was quite quick conquering this. It took me about 6 minutes since I've started recording. So that's it for this. I'm now gonna head back to store my things and then continue exploring. I would like to find a Tree of Life dungeon, and then I'm also gonna try to do some other stuff. So, I found another slime lair, and while conquering it I noticed that if the termites that you spawn using the barrel stuff kill a mob, and the mob drops golden nuggets. This seems quite useful, especially against slimes, since tiny slimes are really easy to kill, and they don't hurt the termites, so you can maybe turn the slime temple into a gold farm, I think. Anyway, this is an interesting thing I wanted to show you, and now I'm gonna continue exploring. So, after conquering the pyramid, I went to explore a bit more to find some more dungeons. I found 2 Lich castles and a slime lair. However, I wasn't able to find a Tree of Life or Ocean Monument, and I don't really feel like exploring right now, so I decided to do something else, which is to make a mob farm where I can farm some points, and the place where I decided to do it is the first stronghold that I've conquered, since there is the room with where the key was, where there are 4 spawners. There's skeleton spawner, and 1 zombie spawner, creeper spawner. I can't remember how many of each, but I can use them too. Got single zombie spawner, skeleton, and creeper. So I'm going to try to use these to farm some points so I can scrap the stuff that I've got so I can turn it into something else. And to do that, of course, I'm going to first need to clear the area around it, which I'm gonna do off camera, of course. So, as you can see, I dug out quite a large space around the spawners. The reason why I've dug it out like this instead of using water is because, well, water doesn't really push mobs in Infdev Plus. So instead I'm did the surf funnel and I'm relying on the box to walk into the lowest part, which I haven't built yet. So I'm gonna build it, and once I'm done, well, build the place where they collect. I also build the place where I stand to AFK, and once I'm done with that, I'm gonna show you how this farm works. The farm is now functional, so now I'm going to explain how it works. But before I start, you might notice that there are no mobs inside the spawners. That's because spawners in Infdev Plus only have a limited amount of mobs that they can spawn, and after they spawn that amount, they unlit and are no longer able to spawn any mobs. So you need to relight them. Anyway, the way this farm works is very simple. Basically, when you arrive at the farm, or when I arrive at the farm, all the spawners should be unlit. So I climb up, go into these corners here, stay crouch on these slabs and relight the spawners. Once I'm done relighting all the spawners, I just stand in the middle, wait for the mobs to spawn and wait for them to get funneled into the center. After the spawners run out of mobs to spawn, I light them again. Just repeat this process a few times. Currently, the only problem with the system is that mobs can get stuck on these spawners, which is flaw of this system. This flaw is present since I need to relight the spawners from the top. Anyway, I'm going to continue, and soon I should have enough mobs accumulated. I waited a while, and now I believe I got enough mobs in there. As you can see, there are still some skeletons in the systems that are making their way down. Anyway, I'm now going to build the mobs. For that, I'm going to use the Flesh Potion of Poison and Farming Flesh Potion. Just gonna chuck the potion in, wait for them to take enough damage. Some of them will die. Anyway, while we wait, I take a look at my scores. See that I've got 18,703 points, and we'll compare it to the final score that I'll have. And now I'll just throw in the Harming Potion at 44,000 and just fill the remaining, and 34,603 points. Quite a lot of points gained. So it's quite a useful farm. Plus I got some sulfur and arrows that I can use in the future. Anyway, I'm going to use this farm a bit to get some more points and then move on to other stuff. Also, in the previous clip I forgot to mention that I can also use the Wine Whip as a replacement for the Farming Potion, since you hold down right click, you can use an area of effect attack like this to finish off the mobs. Anyway, that's what I want to say. Now I'll move, get some more points. So, I think I did enough for this episode. However, before I end it, there are a few things that I would like to talk about. Firstly, a piece of advice for anyone planning to play Infdev Plus or anyone who's currently playing, which is that if you're planning to keep some animals or mobs outside, you should give them some shade, because if you don't, then they will be killed during the Bad Sun event, which is exactly what happened to my horse and my chickens, which I had to replace. And the other things that I would like to talk about are my plans for this series, my current plans. Wrong teleporter. Anyway, currently I plan for this series to have 7 episodes, or at least it should have, according to my current schedule. This episode was about exploring the overworld dungeons. I found quite a few of them. In the 4th episode, I would like to visit the Crimson Dimension, explore it a bit, conquer the dungeons. For the 5th episode, I would like to visit the Astral Dimension and do the same. For the 6th episode, I plan to do like tiny stuff, maybe find the dungeons that I haven't conquered yet, make some preparation for the last episode, or just unlock some of the advancements which I haven't unlocked yet. And in the last episode I would like to beat the final boss in the 7th end pass. I would like to beat the final boss, and in between that I'm going to be gathering some more resources, which is why I'm currently digging underground so I could get some stuff, some more diamonds for example, which is the reason why I'm in the wasteland biome, since there is a higher chance for a diamond to generate. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Anyway, that will be it for this episode. I have decided to end it off by doing a big explosion using the TNT I have made thanks to the farm that I built. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.